Swarm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be singing. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup. There and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots had 8-3 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running. And
Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. You know, the defense really was pretty good on that play. I guess that was just good offense beating good defense.
And you know I hate to admit that.
I know you do.
Absolutely hate to admit that, but you're exactly right. Good offense beat good defense. And
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line.